How's it going, people? And we're here to give our in-depth look, analysis, explanation of the Infiltrator class. That's one of the three, the Infiltrator, Force, and Scout of the Infiltrator class of MGO3. So let's do this. We got up to rank 37. I know lots of people have already got to rank 37. Hey, rank 37 will probably prestige around 1,000 times, even though you can only prestige 3 times so far. So I've been told. Yeah, this can be for people that don't understand the abilities of the class, don't understand some of the weapons, or just want to get a more in-depth look at the class. Anyway, we've got the loadout gear and Ascension and stuff, basic stuff. Got 4 slots you end up unlocking at various times. Oh, by the way, we'll have a list, an image displaying all the unlockable stuff at various levels in the link below on Imgur, however you pronounce it. I don't know. I didn't know what meme was till 2 years ago, so Imgur is relatively new to me. So there we go. But yeah, in the link below, just in case you just want to check out all the unlockables and see what you get and probably complain about it. But yeah, okay. So first off, as you can see in the top right hand corner or next to the running man, the letters, you got D, C, C, S. These letters basically represent weight class of your character, S being the lightest, and A, B, C, D in that order. The lower you go, the higher you go in the alphabet, sorry, the heavier your character can get. Where you can basically see, and that, as you can see in the videos lined up across the side, this basically just makes your character run for a longer amount of time. So increased stamina doesn't make you run faster, but just increases your stamina, which can, make a difference when you're trying to escape or you're trying to pursue an enemy. And with that done, we'll look at the primary, secondary, support items, albeit there's only one, the box, as of right now, and the various abilities you can use. Okay, starting off with the weapons, and again in the bottom right hand corner for each weapon we'll have, as we discuss it, we'll have videos showing how the weapon fires. You might want to see that, you might not, but who knows. Okay, so you've got the AM MRS for the AM Mrs. for, and she's a beauty. This is what I tend to use most of the time, seeing as literally all the other weapons are not assault rifles but shotguns and a grenade launcher. But yeah, got this assault rifle. The attachments you can have are dot sights, suppressor, which I use because I'm a stealthy son of a gun, a muzzle brake, which increases the accuracy, foregrip, further increases accuracy, and this pistol, so it basically puts on, as you can see, a tranquilizer gun at the bottom, which is useful. It doesn't have really fast fire. It's actually a bit low, I think, than the actual one in the secondary weapons. But yep, you can have a shotgun attachment, which I don't know if you're a fan of shotguns, then you can use that. And you've got a grenade launcher, which can be good where if you come into contact with, say, a D-walker, or just like for some reason all 6 people are clumped up into one, that'll be a really useful thing. Got a flashlight, which can blind the opponent if you get too close to them, so basically have the same effect as a stun grenade and laser sight. I personally don't like using this because anytime I see the red line in the battlefield, I always jump out the way, regardless of whether it's a friendly or not, because you never know, unless of course you're buddied up with someone and you've got a blue light and it's a friendly. Suppressors are good, but the more you fire, one thing I like about this game, the more you fire it, the suppressor will eventually wear out, but it will replenish itself upon respawn. Okay, next weapon we have is the shotgun. I personally haven't even used the shotgun because I'm never a fan of shotguns in any game. They tend to be too powerful for me to handle, but I don't really see anyone using this in the game. Standard stuff, you got dot sight. Can you snipe with the shotgun? I don't know. It doesn't really have that much range, so got suppressor, silent shotguns, I don't know. Muzzle breaker, same for flashlight. And look at that flashlight right there. And then you have laser sight. Oh, who on earth would need laser sight for a shotgun? I don't know. And then you've got the double barrel shotgun. This fires really quickly. Ocelot's got this on one of his classes, Ocelot being one of the unique characters. You've got dot sight, nothing special here. Flashlight, and then laser sight, which you can equip on your double barrel shotgun. Then you've got what personally I've equipped, as you can see in my CD class, is my cloak and dagger class. Is a bullhorn shotgun. It's a stun shotgun. Up close, usually one shot knocks them over, then you can shoot them again, and that will usually incapacitate them or stun them, and then you can do with them as you want, falter them, kill them. If you're going to do any of the actions which are prompted by pressing a button, you usually need to crouch. If you've got dot sight, same as usual, suppressor. As I said, this is my preferred go-to weapon for cloak and dagger matches. I'm not a fan of shotguns, but you have to use it for cloak and dagger unless you're super amazing with just a trank pistol, then go for that laser sight and flashlight. Next up, we've got a weapon that I actually haven't even used. I didn't actually realize this weapon was even part of the Infiltrator class until I was going through all the weapons prior to making this video. Is a automatic shotgun. So, an automatic shotgun. Got dot sight. We've got the suppressor, muzzle breaker, foregrip, flashlight, and laser sight. So again, nothing too dramatic over there. And then you've got this. This weapon's definitely a game changer. We'll just wait for it to load up. This is where you should have got it on PS4, Xbox One. Well, no, not yet. Okay, so you've got a machine gun. This weapon's a beast, but I think the sway of this weapon, if you're going into first person mode, can get a bit hectic. Yeah, you've got dot sight. This is one of the only few weapons not to have suppressors on it. You've got muzzle breaker, got foregrip. You can see increases accuracy, same as muzzle breaker. So to be honest, I guess it's more of a which one you like the look of. If you're gonna equip one for accuracy, dot sight, flashlight, and laser sight. Again, I don't use laser sight because I don't like the red line, because unless you're totally oblivious to what's going on, and then you've got this grenade launcher, which is crazy useful for taking out large groups of enemies. I'd say again comes with foregrip, comes with a flashlight you can attach to it, and it comes with laser sight. And as with all the weapons, you can change the colors, as you can see over here. It comes with various colors. Some of the colors you unlock once you get to Ascension level 1. It's nice that you can preview the colors, but to be honest, I don't really see a difference in loads of the colors, so it doesn't really prompt me to want to ascend. I mean, look, like over here and stuff. Yeah, these are the ones you unlock at Ascension level 1, Ascension level 2. Oh, there we go, you do have Ascension level 3. Oh, I guess I was paying attention in stuff that GP, which you generally gain anytime you finish a match. See, you have to have someone get it, and then you've got this white one, which seems to be a really popular one, which loads of people on. So I don't know whether it's because of the price tag or because people generally like having white temperature. It signifies the purity. And then there you go, all colors. All of them tend to have basically the same color schematics. And then you've got these, and then some coins that you've got at the bottom. You can see you've got ones that you unlock from getting mother base coins, which you can get from completing FOB missions or purchasing them via the in-game microtransaction system. I guess it's for those that don't have enough time to play the game, but each to their own. As long as it's not pay to win, then I'm okay with that. Okay, taking a look at the secondary weapons, you've got the AMD 114, like an automatic handgun. And they all have the same color, so nothing is good. Suppressor, like James Bond-esque. Got muzzle breaker, flashlight, and laser sight. And then you've got the single shot tranquilizer handgun, which you use in the single player. Again, this has got suppressor. As I said, this is what I use in my control and dagger loadout. Usually everything's suppressed. Got muzzle breaker, which increases the accuracy, flashlight, and laser sight, which I personally never use, but someone might find it useful. Now this gun's interesting. This Uragan 5, I'm sorry if I butchered the pronunciation. It's basically like a 5-shot revolver shorty shotgun. So this gun right here, this can take out a D-Walk in 3 shots if you're up to a close proximity, because it's got, as it says in the bottom, it's got like shells when it shoots. So 1 shot will be equivalent to, say, like 5 bullets being shot. So it can take out D-Walk, which is useful. I don't really use this weapon at all. This is my preferred weapon, a revolver. I don't know if you've seen my last post videos, you'll know I love using revolver. And as in most games, you can never have a silenced revolver. You can have a silenced shotgun, but you can't have a silenced revolver. I'm not gonna argue. And with this gun, look at that, it's basically an El Diablo. If you get 1 shot to the head, they're dead, or usually 3 body shots on the person's they're done with, which is, you know, it's nice. I usually equip it with muzzle breaker, but you know, that's that. I mean, look at the color schematics, only because it's my favorite weapon. I personally like it in its default look, but I don't know, some of you might like it in various other color settings, each to their own, I guess. So there you go. And you've got the Geist P3. This is an interesting gun as well, as you can see in the video displayed in the bottom right. It has a suppressor and a muzzle brake. Now if you press the trigger, you can fire it 1 bullet at a time, so semi-automatically. And if you hold the trigger when you're shooting, it fires a burst pistol, so 3 shots at once, which, you know, can be useful for stopping the enemy or just take them all out. I guess if you get like 3 headshots with these, they're dead. And then we come up with the 3 submachine guns in the game, which pretty much have similar stats, only varying in accuracy and firing speed. Got the SZ, which only comes with the suppressor. Yep, only suppressor, which, you know, and got the different color schematics. As I said, I don't really see a difference between many of the ascended. It doesn't really prompt me to want to ascend to all these levels, but you never know. Multiplayers just come out, they're bound to DLC, whether it's free or paid for. Who knows? Probably be paid for, and everyone might get that elusive chapter 2 and chapter 3. Everyone's been wanting, oh, I want chapter 2 and chapter 3 so we can fill the gap in between Metal Gear Solid 5 and Metal Gear Solid 1, unless, you know, they make another game. Who knows. And then we've got this one, the Ziev. Again, sorry if I butcher the names, which comes with dot sight. Suppressor equipped, muzzle brake, foregrip, which increases accuracy. Always a good thing. Personally, I like these things. Foregrip. Usually, my go-to add-ons are foregrip and suppressor if they're available. If not, then pick anything else except laser sight. Flashlight, which I suppose, I said, if you can find good use for it, then it will be good. And then we've got the match 37. Sometimes if I'm not using my WS333 revolver, I'll use this because it's got a large clip size and its accuracy is pretty good compared to the ZF. The attachments in this one include dot sight, suppressor, muzzle brake, foregrip, flashlight, and laser sight. Yeah, that's the main weapons done. Then we go into the support weapons. You got magazines, you can use those for, so when you throw it, it makes contact with the ground, it can act as distraction. For those that pay attention to the map, some people don't at all. I'd be surprised about people I play against. It's like, you can flank around the enemy team and be shooting at them, and since no one pays attention to the map, they won't know they're being flanked, and then you can just wipe out an entire team. Okay, anyway, magazines act as noise distractions, hand grenades, standard hand grenades. You throw it, it goes boom, nothing much besides that. Smoke grenades obscures their visibility, characters will cover their face and walk through the smoke a bit slower. Stun grenades, effective if the enemy is looking in that direction. When you throw it and it's set off, it blinds them and they collapse. Stunned, as the name of the grenade says. Petrol bombs, if you can make contact with the person, it actually spreads as well. When you throw it, it ignites the surrounding environment and it spreads a bit if an enemy or yourself is caught on fire. Best way, like literally, if you want to relieve yourself of the imbuing flames, you just stop, drop, and roll. You literally have to do it instantaneously or you're dead. Elocator's good, so loads of people just chuck these in there, and then if the person lands in the vicinity of the circle that the e-locator's creating, they'll be marked, unless, I might be wrong, unless they are using a stealth camo. Who knows? C4s, I'd say, personally, haven't used these before. These would be good for placing on D-walkers, just in case an enemy gets in a D-walker, then boom, they're dead. Decoy. Okay, I'll admit, I've been fooled by decoy once, because from a distance, in the field of battle, you know, you're looking at anything that moves, you shoot, and these guys act as a distraction. Plus, she snares. If you see these, whether through binoculars or something, your character will like be paralyzed and bend down, start crouching, be like, oh, plushy snare, so kawaii, so kawaii. And we have Fulton cannons, which personally this and the Fulton punch, which is Fulton level 3, I love using. I mean, I used to use this a lot in comms control, but then when I started playing bounty hunt a lot, these can be ridiculously good, especially if you place them down pretty quickly or in good hidden places. Basically, we just shoot a device onto the enemy's hip, and then it'll Fulton them away. Pretty good. This being the only item in the item box. I think this is a misunderstood item. I personally love this. I use this more than I do the stealth camo. Okay, so say if you've been marked, some characters like Ocelot and such, they'll know when they've been marked because they'll be glowing red. I'm guessing that'll be one of the perks available, probably for the scout or enforcer class. I don't think it has a specific class where you know you've been marked for the infiltrator. So if you're marked, you go into your box and then you crawl out pressing. Your box has to, so you have to be in a crouch position. Your box needs to be on the ground, and you just slide out the box, and then the mark will now be on the box, and it will no longer be on you from the enemy's point of view. So the enemy can approach the box thinking that you're not moving, start shooting the box, and that's when you go in for the flat, and then boom, kill them, knock them out. So there you go. If you didn't know about the box is more useful than you thought it wasn't. Okay, and then we go to the various abilities. Now they don't stack up, so say if you've got additional ammo for this, it won't add even more additional ammo and add even more additional ammo if you go up to, it's just as it states, you get that, and then you get that perk, extra attachments for primary weapons, and then additional primary slots. So there we go, more ammo, self-explanatory, extra attachments for weapons. Okay, so with this one, it's not exactly explained properly, I don't think. So say if we look at this, you can add something like, let's have a look. There we go. So it won't be a lot you can add loads of. So it'll be, say you add dot sight and then you add stuff like this. It's limited to what you can add. You can't just add any amount of attachments you want to add. Yep, okay, we're gonna equip that, and then additional primary weapon slots, so you can carry 2 primary weapons. But this is, basically you can carry the machine gun and any other weapon. That's what it means, machine gun and any other weapon. So you can't carry 5 shotguns or 2 shotguns, or so it's machine gun and any other weapon. Hopefully that's understood. We've got tactical, increase ammo for support. So usually increases this by 5, these by 2, rest of 2, and then the Fulton cannon by 1 as you go. Extra support, so you can carry more than 1. And this one will allow you to carry 3 support weapons at once. This increases accuracy, self-explanatory, or decrease the wobble a bit. Faster raise speed and decrease weight, which can be good if you want to keep that, you know, your character's stamina to as high as possible, and you tend to carry a lot of lethal weapons, and that's good. Same with non-lethal, same effect, faster reload. I personally don't see a dramatic increase in the reload times, but you know, that 1 bullet, especially for stuff like revolvers, can make a difference. CQC stealth, you can choke out the enemy faster. Break out fast, which is good, because usually in general, if the person interrogates you and you're mashing that triangle button and wiggling the analog stick, they won't have enough time to interrogate you and knock you out. And if you have this and they don't even have, you know, a CQC stealth, or they're just really slow at button mashing, then you can break out before their initial interrogation is done. The only way to counteract this CQC stealth would be CQC interrogation. So yep, Oh, this one's good. Disarm enemies with successful CQC strikes. So if you're prompted with the R1 button to knock the person to the ground, you can disarm them. This is a feature found in Snake with his Phantom Legacy abilities. Disarm, and you can take their weapon and use it so that if they wake up from being stunned, they will no longer have their weapon which they were equipped with, which can be pretty useful. It's pretty good as well if you manage to disarm someone of a different class, so you can use a weapon that you usually wouldn't have access to. Stealth Camel, the one that lets you get invisible. Invisible. Loads of people complain about this, but I don't really see what the fuss is because you can still see the silhouette. You just need to be attentive. I'd say the only problem I've had with facing people who activate stealth camos, if we're in close combat and they start running around me, makes it harder to see them. But that's probably the only problem I've had with people using stealth camo. As I've said before, I tend to use the box more than I do the stealth camo. Stealth camo 2 increase the replenish rate of your stealth camo, and stealth camo 3. Okay, so you can usually be seen even if you're using stealth camo if the other person's got optics on. So that's night vision goggles, and if they're level 3 they'll still be able to detect you, but level 2 and 1 they won't. Okay, these are probably my favorite perks, probably the last one more so the others. This increases the durability, so this makes the balloon stronger. So usually you just got one balloon. This one, faster deployment of photon recovery balloons. You'll see this across the right side of the screen. I'll display faster deployment, so we have 2 balloons and it will usually deploy quicker. And then the third one has got, it's like a photon punch. You rush them. This one's usually, it's harder to hit than the CQC strike because you actually have to be on target. The person needs to be right in front of you, but you hit them and straight away they're photoned. Literally upon strike, as it says, they're photoned. So that's the weapons and stuff discussed. Then we'll take a look at the gear. As of right now, as of today, 14th of October, they just unlocked, or they just revealed the Croc Cam, which is 300 mother base coins. You can have a quick look at these things. I haven't planned on these. I'm a simplistic guy, so I haven't purchased any stuff except for the Kevlar vest. We got the Croc Cap, which I don't want to buy. I don't even have 300 mother base coins because I've hardly done any of the FOB missions. I just did the, what you call it, the base one. I think it's on level 21. We've got pilot headsets, plated ski masks, helmet and visor, tactical mask, respirator, reinforcer face mask, and you can see the rest. And usually once you've ascended once, you'll get 10,000, ascend twice, 30, so 10,000 GP won't seem so far away. And then as with everything else, you can change the colors, but I don't think I can see the colors of this because I haven't purchased it yet. But we'll take a look at, say, the colors of this. Pretty much the same as the weapons. There you go again. White always seems to be the one that costs the most. And then as you can see, you can change the plate on top or the plate on the side. Okay, that's that done. And then you have the chest piece, tactical vest, chest rig, plates. There we go. Nothing too extreme. The IGA tactical vest, 10,000. And they have the, I'm probably gonna get the aviators with my sneaking suit. JF Ray Ocelot glasses. There we go. Got the JF Ray Hideo Kojima gear, which is seen in Ground Zero when you first. You know what? I'm gonna purchase the aviators right now. Okay, you're about to witness my first purchase of accessory gear. Are you ready? Oh no, I'm poor now. Yep. Okay, so there we go. We got the aviators equipped, and then the last one is Ascension. Okay, so basically, when you ascend to the next level, you basically, as it says, your character resets. You lose all progress and everything, but you unlock more colors. And with the Ascension, related to Ascension, you get 10,000 GP the first time you ascend, 30,000 GP the second time you ascend, and then 50,000 GP for the third Ascension, with the last two unlocking more colors. And the first Ascension grants you the sneaking suit for the Infiltrator class. So yep, that's all goodly good. Okay, now with that all said and done, let's probably make one of the biggest mistakes or advances I'm going to make ever and ascend to the next level. You shall witness the great ascension with me. Okay, so let's ascend. Once you select Ascension, you will not be able to regret this. Are you sure you want to proceed, saying as if it's going to be something I'm going to regret? Let's just see. As you can see, next to my rank in the top right corner, you'll see that put a little star that shows that I've ascended to the next level. I'll get a star or dot or whatever you want to call it next to your name, your rank, every time you ascend. There we go, 10,000 GP, as we said before. 10,000 for the first, 30 for the second, and 50 for the last. So, as you can see, we need to rank up all over again. Let's finally, since we've got loads of GP, let's purchase what we said we were going to purchase. And get our sneaking suits. There we go. We'll equip. Well, that's what we want. So equip the sneaking suits. We can't change the color. I think this comes in Ascension level 2. So get on the grind, I guess. Get on the grind. That's what the game's all about. And just in case you want to see it, the full sneaking suits agenda, there it is. There you go. And in all its glory, looks like one of those skull guys. Remember the skull guys? Yes. Equip this. And anyway, with that done, I hope you guys found that video somewhat useful. We're going to go back on the grind. I don't know, probably do an enforcer or scout one, unless one of you has specific preference in what you want. There we go. And with that done, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it useful as I did. If you did, well, I'm happy to inform. If you didn't, well, you're pretty good and you already knew everything that I didn't know a few days ago. Anyway, that then, guys, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!